That's good enough.
Oh. He just looks down to Jax. Nice to meet you, Rex.
No, that's Jax. That's Rex. No point back at Rex.
Wow.
Oh, match your names. Are you guys brothers?
Jax. No, Jericho. He's a cat. That's a dog. Wouldn't
Could
work.
be adopted.
They could be cousins. Not my cousin.
Well, the answer's that. Oh, by
Looks
the way,
back.
yeah,
I don't think so.
might be really awkward. I guess we'll find out next family reunion, right? I'm Jericho, by the way. You'll walk
Okay.
past Jax, clapping him on the shoulder.
And you are?
Oh, Sir Yosef, the Frog Knight.
No, Gregor.
All right, Greg. Come along then. That way, or
Jericho, he said Gregor.
He does scowl a little bit when he says Greg instead.
it's bloody shorthand.
I guess, yeah,
His
he'll
hands
lead
are
them.
quite long. That's why he has claws.
He'll lead them back to the others.
I don't like them.
Yeah, me neither. Fucking between them.
You head back to camp. As you walk, you just hear Sir Yosef say, by the way, you should watch out for the tree.
What tree?
The trees down there. They're listening to you. They said they don't like you.
Can I insight that? Like, to try and figure out if that's, like, really a thing?
Fuck you say? The
I
trees
would-
have ears.
I don't know. He's maybe crazy.
You might think he's telling the truth.
Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
Did you do the dog thing and piss on a tree? Because yeah, I probably wouldn't like you then.
Where is the thing I'm looking?
I am Sir Yosef and I speak for the trees.
Fuck with them again, I'd break your goddamn knees.
The trees cannot be harmed if the Lorax is armed.
He seems pretty sincere in his convictions. He also seems absolutely crazy.
Okay,
A
good.
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
You also pick up the fact that he definitely said there's more of y'all ahead.
Yeah, I did clock that. As I was debating if I said we were alone or not.
As you head back with these two, most people are resting, but as soon as you enter the camp, Maven jumps up. I don't know.
Gregor.
So if
Well,
you feel like you'd be awake, you can be awake.
What time of night is it?
Probably about 2 a.m.
Watchmen never rest. Not for long, at least.
Gregor will wave Maven over when he sees him jump up.
Captain Maven comes over, and well, he looks the same, but do you look the same, Jim?
Does he look the same? I think Maven can easily clock the state of his kit, the tears in his clothing, showing off the pallid skin beneath. His gloves are all they all have the tips of them sort of ripped off, frayed, gone, for lack of a better term. And I think he would see the blade on his back. Other than that, if you think you'd be able to tell other things about him, then he would. But as Maven, oh my God!
He knows
That's our
all.
captain. Well,
Probably
not
knows
our
our
original
class
captain.
at this point.
As
He-
Maven's
Between the two of you, where did you get Augustus's blade from?
Jericho is still for a moment before he will perform flawlessly the Watchman's salute, and with his 3 fingers on his shoulder over his heart, he'll say, "Where else but Augustus's corpse, sir?"
You see him instinctively like reach for the hilt of his second before he looks at your fingers and walks forward and just slightly bends down your fingertip. You always overextended your fingertip. How are you alive?
He will squat down, feet perfectly flat on the dirt, slap squatting, knees far apart, eye level with the Strix blade. And he says, "Look, Captain. No thanks to you." Ah, but that's alright. I've forgiven you a long time ago.
Can we insight check that?
Yeah, I'll roll one for that, sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck, let me just do the thing. There.
I think.
Not have. Doesn't make any sense.
I leave it up to you.
I'll roll this, but not for the reason you typically would. Okay. Oh. So who's left? Just Crash, right?
I ain't
Crash
rolling.
rolling it. Okay. In that case, I will I'll send Lucian something real quick. How does Maven respond?
He just looks at you in a very somber silence for before just saying, "I deserve that."
You know him, so
Bet as much as he knows you, I reckon.
Promising one.
Who, me? Would have thought you'd say that about Leona.
Did you know?
you know Leona too.
His head kind of tilts. I think I knew the best head of everyone.
Do you know?
When did you see Leona last?
He looks up at Gregor Then back down at Maven. No, what?
She's still alive.
That's a good one, Captain. Last I saw, she was being ripped apart by bloody dark ones. No one survives that.
She
Not
is a
even
dark
Leona
one.
fucking Van Damian. Was that Gregor?
She is a dark one now.
I don't know about that. She was too capable of getting into Chrysantine. Even as a type 1, she'd have difficulties. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Did you not hear what I bloody said, mate? Leona's dead.
I think you're delusional.
We all walked into the bloody zero light zone. Unprepared after days of fighting. No one comes back from that unchanged. No one comes back from that alive.
Why the fuck would you
Well,
do that?
She came
Listen.
back. She took our brother from us.
The kind of taken away that she can't give back, I reckon.
That's right.
Fucking hell.
You're talking about someone not being able to last in the zero light zone, yet here you are. Who are you guys? And how are you here?
He will slowly look away from Gregor towards you, Clint. After a pregnant pause, he says, I'm still not even convinced I'm here. And frankly, as he stands up straight, out of his squat, you shouldn't be sure either. Oh, right. Since the Strix Blade himself has deemed fit not to introduce me to the rest of the new class. Fucking hell, there's a lot of you.
2 new
Two
classes.
separate classes.
Ah, that explains it. Yeah, if we had your numbers, then things would have turned out a lot better. Ah, well. Fuck you doing here? We'll get to that. I'm Jericho. I'm your upperclassman. You can all start calling me sir, or is Captain too presumptuous? Captain.
I'm not sure what you are.
That might be a good start.
He puts his hands on his hips, takes a step towards Maven, and is like looming over him, almost bent at a 90-degree angle.
Sorry,
He says-
really fucking funny.
He says, what's that supposed to mean, Captain?
You said it yourself. No one comes back from a zero light zone the same. We found Leo within a week ago. Now we see you. Here. In a place that shouldn't even be possible. He looks up and looks over to Sir Yosef.
He also turns towards him.
How did you get here?
Is he asking Jericho or Yosef?
He's asking you.
You know, now that you mention it, I thought it was just time passing quickly because of the good company, but it does feel like we were making a lot of ground in such a short time. So if you want to know how we got here, that's the guy to ask. He points over, with a slight performance, towards Sir Yosef.
You just see him over there, like crouched down, like that meme of how to talk to short people.
So me
And
on a
you-
daily basis, my
I'd say, oh yes, they are good glasses. They're quite functional for my life.
Well, they seem to be getting along quite well.
Oi, Sir Joseph, you wanna come over here for a second? Sorry to interrupt.
No, I don't. But
All
thank
right, all right.
you.
Maven will have to go over there.
Bradford, roll charisma save.
Why is Bradford rolling a charisma save? I have a -1 in this. Okay, so just gonna try and reroll that with an
Hey,
inspiration.
why don't you just go ahead and take advantage for that meme you posted? Because I couldn't agree.
I'll take an advantage. Maybe get above a 15. Possibly, hopefully, maybe, sort of.
Very
take a
excellent meme usage.
Hey.
Yeah, there's something very off with Sir Joseph. To quote the greatest of scholars, that boy ain't right.
Right.
Is that a boy?
Can I get a little bit more than that? Because you can tell that by looking at him. Fuck it, I'm gonna steal the time that Billy got the same information. Just looked at
Roll a
Maven and be like,
history.
sure.
Roll a history with advantage.
I'm going to assume it's something to do with, like, the draconic aspects, because we're talking about it. Also, it's a Christmas save. But I will have a 10.
So Els on how to take them. You recall Esmeralda telling you something and you just can't remember.
I'm going to go with what my gut instinct was, and say it's probably that. Yeah, that makes sense. Something about dragon hunters. Yeah, no, he would look over to Maven and just say, there's something suspicious here.
Are you hunting dragons too?
I'm sorry, what the fuck? What? No, hold on, what'd you say?
Wait, did you not say that?
Oh, he asked if you were hunting dragons.
No, I heard that part.
Then what'd
Why
you
are
say?
you asking?
Whatever.
It caught me off guard.
Why do you think you're hunting dragons?
Cause we're hunting dragons.
Why are you hunting dragons?
Keep up, Greg. We told you that.
His name is Gregor.
There are no dragons left in the world.
I take personal offense to that.
You know, I told him the same thing, but he seemed so sure that I just didn't want to break his heart. I'm actually
Right.
starting to believe it myself.
He squints at you with his milky, and it's hard to say squint because he doesn't really have eyelids.
You just see the muscles kind of like squish a little bit around his face.
But he looks at you and
Look
maybe
at him.
intercedes.
Yeah, Bradford's definitely just staring him down as well, as best as he can.
You a dragon?
Bit small.
Why is this Hey! Why is this of importance? He says, fucking hunter's marking.
Did you hunters mark me?
Bloody rude.
He's hunting
That's something a dragon would do.
That is something the dragon would do.
That's something a dragon would do.
Why is this? Why are you hunting dragons?
There are no more dragons.
There
are dragons.
That's another. He's right on that one.
That's another lie the government's told you.
Not right on
What
that
government?
The government, Greg.
The big one, Greg.
I looked at Jericho for clarification on government.
He's just nodding slowly.
Shakes his head. Bradford just shakes his head. I don't believe this.
Wait,
There's what?
why am I being surrounded? Why are you surrounded?
That's what the watch does. Don't take it lightly. Don't take it personally, I mean.
It's percussion.
That's
You're saying
good.
you're hunting dragons, and I have draconic essence about me.
I
You
knew.
what? I say you smelt it. Just like how I smell all the wounds you guys got.
Bradford just like pulls out his shirt, like sniffs real quick. He's like, what
He
is
just
this? Like,
points to his nose that's not even there.
it's just the gas.
Never failed me.
The eyes, on the other hand, Well,
God awful.
All right,
hey,
go on. Show your true self.
you got wings.
No, I can't really. that
Haven't
one.
come in yet.
There's a whole. You were a Black Watch. You heard about dragon marks at some point, right?
Did I hear about Dragon Mark at some point?
I don't know.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't really pay too much attention to that course, but the name sounds familiar. He looks a bit serious. It's like a dragon, but it's worse. So a lot less
Hey.
cool. Not even worth hunting.
No. Come on. Let me see him. Go like this.
Actually, yeah, do it. Yeah, go like that.
Just looks between the two idiots. Back and forth.
Do it like that. Go on.
I think that's quite enough. No, it's Captain Me.
No. He's right. It's
This
getting late.
isn't actually your soldier. This is an ivory dragon in disguise.
Jericho looks at Bradford, then looks at Maven.
Shakes his head. wrong coloration.
You know, for all the Strix Blade's many faults, I think he'd be able to suss that out. Trust one this one, see Yosef. You guys got anything to eat?
No, sorry, fresh out.
It's a lie.
There's fish in the river.
You hungry, see Yosef?
Are they just having a stare down right now?
Would as well. That's the rule.
I think you had cut out at some point.
Yeah,
Massively.
Oh no.
you're back now.
Oh, okay. He just says, if you know where they are, you have to tell me. That's the
You have to lead a man to fish.
I think that's pretty fair compromise.
They're about that way, a few hundred feet. There's a river, you can't miss it.
Do you?
Oh no, he's cutting out bad.
He is.
Hello? Yes, for now.
Now.
Okay.
That's the exact second.
He says, you hear Captain Raven say, do you know how to get out here? Of course I do. You head south.
Not exactly the advice we were hoping for.
Do you have a path that doesn't go through a dark zone? Or zero light zone?
What's that?
Never mind. There's a lot
Yeah.
to explain on that one. Yeah.
I mean, there's the lethal.
Okay, I don't know why you
highway
mentioned it then. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm realizing now that the colloquial terms for Black Watch is different from regular people that are unimportant.
Regular people.
I mean, aside from being blind, and also kind of big.
What's wrong with being blind? Well, whatever.
Alright. Here's the plan, Jericho. I'm gonna go harass me and take that ivory bastard down. You be on lookout.
He salutes like a normal salute.
Two-finger thing. Two-finger flick.
Mm-hmm. My eyes are peeled.
He points to you, Bradford. I got my eye on you.
What he said.
I don't think that's gonna
But for me.
benefit you that much.
You might be surprised.
Oh, fuck, I zoomed out.
And he starts heading off.
Bradford doesn't stop looking at this guy until he, like, I don't know,
And he
gets
just
behind, like,
stops.
a tree that he can't see.
I like your hiding spot.
I noticed those
Yeah.
symbols there.
You see them pop their heads out. What the
Flora's hiding in the flora.
Caroline pops her head out
Yeah.
and scares the shit out of him.
Damn it.
I don't like him.
Hey,
He appears quite insane.
hey!
Is that's in any way inaccurate, though?
Well, he's a nice sort. You even
think
traveled with
it's-
him like I did.
There's truth to his madness. Just like this one. Point at Jericho.
You talking about me?
I think he'll be back.
When do I think he'll be back?
You just hear Maven say, I think he'll be back.
Oh, okay. Well, bloody hope so. Otherwise, I'm stranded here.
I think that was also his intention.
He's kind of, even though he's wearing a mask, it's clear that he's kind of like his eyes are like drifting apart as he's like thinking about that. He stamps his foot. Bugger me, he got me again. All right, well, so long as I'm here, he's looking around. Where can I bunk up?
Look
Are
at
you-
Maven.
Are you coming back to the watch then?
He's like looking around as Maven says that he will whip around full like 360 degrees. Back to the watch. Why would I do that? Watch left me behind.
I tried to come for you. For all of you.
Well, didn't see you there. We must have just missed each other. You're Maven the Bloody Strixblade. We fought for days at that spot. There's no way you could have lost us.
He just puts his sword down in front of him and gets on his knees. And does a low bow.
Captain.
I failed you.
You look downright pathetic right now, Captain. Sorry sight, no pun intended.
That's okay. I can live with that. What I can't live with is you thinking I didn't come for you.
Last time I saw Leona, Leo, the only thing she could muster to say is that you were coming for us, Cat. Downright lost her mind thinking that.
You definitely lost her mind now.
After a moment, he will turn his head towards you, Clint, and say, "What's your name?"
You can call me Clint.
Takes a few steps towards Clint, extending his hand. Jericho.
Take it. Shake it.
You feel his hand grasp around yours as he will try to pull you in to a punch in the gut. Riker style.
Joke's on you. Getting punched is my...
My
Back-
specialty.
These guys were at the ready. Would his king would they be able to stop him in time?
Depends. How good is your Constitution save?
Mm,
You're getting jumped.
roll a
from all
dexterity
sides.
save.
Okay.
I really want you to get a 20, honestly, because this could be very funny. Oh!
Jesus.
Out of 20.
Does a sweet flip.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
So, does anyone try to stop him?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, but I'd rather assist Caster in stopping him. If that's possible.
He's gonna try.
Can I try with advantage? Because I'm
He does not.
He does so bad!
I don't think I can even beat that deck save. So
Well,
I'm
I think that fits so good. There's no mist here.
Oh yeah, no, this is the
I
opposite.
have like a 5% chance at beating it.
Fucking go for it.
I have a 5%
better.
chance at matching it because we have the exact same mod.
Prove you better. Prove you better.
No, it's gonna be worse. Yeah.
Does he get advantage because Riker proficiency?
I'm used to getting punched.
He sees it coming from a mile away.
Oh, that was to GM.
It was.